Hey guys, Firebox here. We're going to be going into the High Roller Goblin dungeons. We're just going to be going through, looting as we go, fighting players as we go. Something that just changed is they actually buffed Cleric resourcefulness. I don't know how significant of a change it's going to end up being. I guess we'll actually find out with this chest here in a second. I mean, it's definitely a little bit faster. Our resource limit is only 8, so I would assume if you brought that up to anywhere like 10 to 15, it would be like a significant difference. Big things to deal with in the dungeon is you don't have a lot of time with circle moving in and monsters. So we did get circle here, so it's not as big of a deal. But you should be trying to move into the center of the circle pretty much as quick as possible. You really don't want to be stuck in the back of the map with circle coming in. Because fighting through mobs in the storm is a recipe for, quite honestly, just losing the game. It doesn't take that many mobs to get completely overran. Okay. So as Cleric, it is very, very important for us to keep an ear out for players. And going through doors as well, have to be a little bit careful. If we let, like, a barbarian or anything get close to us before we get our buffs off, it is actually going to be pretty hard to win that fight. You can win, but it is significantly less likely. So we heard a trap kill a mob, but that doesn't mean there's a player in here. Okay, I don't think there's a player. I think the mob... Sometimes the mobs just run in the traps without players. Yeah, you'll see there's a lot of mobs here still. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It is kind of funny that the mobs will path into these. Now, green longbows I will take. I don't take a whole lot of green weapons, but longbows seem to sell pretty much guaranteed for like 50 minimum. If I don't have anything else to take, I'll gladly just take those. Okay, so it looks like someone did go through this area here, but they didn't go through here. Okay, I think I actually hear them on the other side of this door. Okay, I'm gonna pop my buffs, and I'm gonna go and see if I can fight these guys. Okay, that gate's open. They might have actually went down. Yeah, I'm personally not going to jump down here because I don't know if it's a rogue or not, so they could be hiding. I'm just going to keep moving into circle. This down area is pretty risky, but it does have this golden chest here. I honestly have been thinking about bringing lockpicks and actually learning the layout because it's a little tricky. I don't actually know. It's very dark, and it's hard to find your way, and there's a lot of traps. But I imagine a golden chest in High Roller Goblin Caves would 100% be worth opening. I would assume it would drop pretty good here. Alright, so at this point, let's just clear this room out. As a Cleric, it's kind of a double-edged sword. So you do want to clear mobs because you want space to kite backwards. So, like, if our Barbarian ran through this door and mobs were behind me here, I would not have room to kite without aggroing those mobs. Conversely, if the Barbarian was the one to aggro those mobs instead, I could use Earthquake to screw him because he can't move without taking damage, but he can't stay still because the mobs are attacking him. And that's one of the big things about Earthquake. That is probably one of the most useful utility items that I have personally used. And I have a really hard time taking it off at this point. Like, if you don't have enough spell memory, that's one thing. But if you do have 18, I think it's just a really good thing to take. So constantly listening out for players. I don't know where that guy who went down went. I don't know if he died or if he just kind of kept going. Yeah, I don't want that. Yeah, it seems like bard stuff doesn't really sell. It's just not really worth grabbing. So circle is kind of more towards us. We don't really have a lot of loot. And also these old cloth items don't really sell for much either. Okay, so I do hear steps now. Looks like we do have a fully geared player up here. I don't really know. This guy's... Alright, got our first geared player. Okay, so we know there was a player, so I'm gonna prepare by buffing before I loot. I don't know where that player went. Okay, so important thing is to try to loot fast, and it's really hard to do it because you gotta be really careful of players. Like, there's a bunch of stuff I want to take here, but I can't do it. I know I hear him. I know. There he is. Yeah, I knew there was a player here. Whew. 2 geared players. Oh man, that's a lot of stuff we just got from those. I don't know if there's anyone else left. Okay, I think that's lobby. I just wanted to go back through and say that this is probably the saddest moment. I don't think I've ever even done this before. When I was dropping stuff from my inventory, I was holding shift on the items of the rogue, and then all the stuff I was trying to loot, I dropped to the ground and just, for some reason, didn't notice. So, that's kind of funny. So I lost out on that gear, which is kind of unfortunate. I think that's probably enough loot from him. Okay, now portal's up here. I didn't finish looting that guy below, but we need to be very careful of circle moving in. Yeah, we don't have time. We don't have time to loot the rest of that body down below. But that's okay. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I'm gonna just show off the loot real quick. I'll just show off everything that we got, since I know I went through it pretty fast. So we got a spell book with magic healing, which is really good. We got a splendid cloak with 3 will, physical power, which again is really strong. We got this hand crossbow. I don't know if these sell a whole lot, but it'll be should be worth a little bit. Got a blue falchion, which is okay. A blue fine cuirass, which usually sells pretty well. Another cloak with strength and will, which is great. And we got, what, 4 rings, and looks like 2 necklaces. And one of them's a purple. Strength, physical power, true magic. That's a ridiculous pendant. That's actually insane. That was a really profitable run. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing some PvP in the Goblin dungeons, and have a great day. I'll see you guys later.